Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the Vobes show. And sorry about the opening there for those people who were waiting in the chat room. We had a technical hitch and everything went, I don't know why we couldn't connect. It was Google. You know when Google says, are you sure it's you? And you have to sign in again. We had everything set up. It wouldn't connect. And then I restarted the thing. It says, are you sure it's you? I said, yes, it's bloody me, thank you. Bloody well is. Sorry about the shouting. Anyway, we've got the lovely... Sorry, let me move over this way and you move over that way because we're sort of off centre of the camera. Yes, there we go. Make sure you've got your Mikey in.
Hello, Mikey.
Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Vobes show. And the lovely Julia is here and the lovely Joseph. Hello, Joseph.
Hello, mate.
How you doing, Joseph?
All right, mate.
Oh, he's a good chap. No, he's not here today.
He's not. We've also got the lovely Richard. Funny enough.
The lovely Richard standing in for me. Wait, I am already sitting. So, how does that work? Who knows? Who cares? Anyway, here we are on another Wednesday night, the Wednesday before Christmas. Well, do you know what day Christmas comes?
Well, it's a week today.
Is it week today?
Yeah.
Oh, so have I got to do a Christmas show at 8 o'clock on Christmas Day?
Unless you're not going to do one.
Well, if only I'd known. I might have to do one Christmas Eve. Might do one whilst everyone's wrapping their presents and getting themselves ready. I might do one on Christmas Eve because I shall be down in. I'll be down with my son. Although we may be back. I may be back by Christmas, and then I'll probably be on my lonesome. So there we go. Anyway, everybody's there. Who have we got out there, lovely Julia?
We have Francesco Bellringer, Nigel Sadler, Fiona Cooper, Cheryl Craggs. Hello, everybody. We've got Come Walk With Me, Barbara Charles, Linda Kane, Ian McCowan, Marriott Genealogy, Dean Cooper. Hello, everybody.
Hello.
Hello!
Ow.
Ow!
Ow.
Ow! Ow!
Very nice of you to drop by this evening. Thank you so much for coming on. It's Wednesday and there's only 7 days to Christmas. Have you bought everything for Christmas? No, I haven't even started. I have not started my Christmas shopping. I will probably go out on Christmas Eve and see what few meagre things are left in the store and, get whatever there is. Might be a closed sign. That's always, probably usually got a closed sign.
It's the last thing we got, mate. A closed sign. We were going to put it on the door. Closed for Christmas, gone to the North Pole.
I'll have that. Thank you very much. Oh, you won't be able to close.
Come Walk With Me says, will there be a bold morning speech on Christmas morning?
Oh, yes, I think there should be a bold morning speech from the Bold Explorer. My husband and I would like to say to the Commonwealth, well done, all of you. Now get out exploring. No doubt people will be opening up their stockings to find a brand new pair of binoculars, a lovely compass, an OS map, a small portable video recorder to watch all the new exciting Bold Explorer videos on, and I don't know, a nice purple wig so you can dress up as the lovely Julia.
Because that's all it takes.
Yes,
a purple wig.
That's all it takes. I mean, earlier this year, of course, we were in the shop. We were selling the special Pretend Your Pregnancy cushions, which you stuffed up your jumper so that you could look like the lovely Julia and pretend you're pregnant. Now, in the new year, you'll notice we will have small, dummy-like babies called little Josephs, which you can manipulate, and there'll be a lot of going,
Ma, not that bald man. No, keep him away.
that sort of stuff. We will be selling in droves, and if you can find droves, that's where we'll be selling them in.
David Chamberlain says, evening from a wintry Dubai.
Oh, now hang on a minute. I cannot imagine for one moment that Dubai is wintry at all in any shape or form.
It gets cold.
Does it?
Yeah.
What, in Dubai?
Yeah.
I thought they're out there and
cold for Dubai.
Well, cold for Dubai, yeah, but I bet they don't have snow.
Do you know what? No, they don't.
No. Is he out there? That's where the frond is? Is it the big palm in Dubai?
No, there's a couple of them.
Is there a couple now?
Yeah, there's several of them along the coast.
Oh, blimey.
Not that I've been there.
No, but I was talking to Liz Housden, who
has been there.
Who has been there, lived in a house when they were building the first of the palms. And she said it was, and whilst they were building it, she lived in a hotel or something, looking down on where it was being built. And she said it was interesting watching the trucks come along and just dump a whole load of rocks and stuff into the sea as ballast. and then they built the roads and everything else. And people were going, "Oh no, it's terrible! It's terrible! It's going to be a nightmare. You're going to frighten off all the fish. All the birds will disappear and everything." But apparently, after the last how many years it is, birds and wildlife have all come
moved
in
back
there.
in.
Yeah,
Fair
more
enough.
than there ever was before.
J.W. Harville says, hello from Virginia.
Hello, Virginia.
And Tim Williams says, you never see Father Christmas or Richard in the same place.
No, it's very
It's true.
true. And neither do you see Richard and Meryl Streep in the same place. But I'm not telling you where I put my bunny this Christmas. Was it Meryl Streep? No, it wasn't Meryl Streep. It was the other one, wasn't it? Who was the one in the... We were talking about the bunny boiler video. What was the name of that video? With whoever it was. Not Meryl Streep. I can't remember. The one that boiled the bunny. Everybody knows that. With the other
boiler
actor
thing.
whose name is also... Anyway, don't worry about that. It's a film that we can't... All we remember is there was a bunny that was boiled. But somebody will... It wasn't Elaine Page, was it? It was one of those American women, of which there are a number, who turn to acting as opposed to, I don't know, eating cheese. But I believe that American women can do both. I'm digging a big hole.
Yes, you are.
Can you get me out of
Ernie
it,
has
please?
arrived over here.
Hello, Ernie.
And we're slowly getting people coming over from the other stream.
I don't blame you.
Yeah.
Oh, from the other stream. I thought you meant from America then.
Oh, no.
No. Oh,
Laura
no.
Riddle, good evening.
Good evening to you.
Paul Smith and Andy Stacey.
Yes. What is that come walk with me saying near the bottom?
Is that a unicorn and two flamingos on Julia's jumper? It sure is.
And now, ladies and gentlemen,
He's twinkling too.
it's
Oh, there we are.
twinkling. If we lowered the lights, which I can't do very easily.
Glenn Close. says
Oh, yes,
Ian
that's
McGowan.
right. Michael Douglas and Glenn Close. That's right. Thank you so much. Kevin Hall has woken up. Do you know Kevin Hall left a message for me to say, "Oh, Richard, I'm absolutely knackered. I went to work today." He's getting old, bless him. He's getting old. He went to work, got tired. I went to work. I filmed a nice little video with the lovely Liz Housden. I came home not tired. I filled up my car with logs. She very generously gave me some logs. And I am not tired.
Who was
Sorry,
it?
did I miss something? Show finished?
Nah.
Marvellous. It was a good show, wasn't it?
J.W. Harville says, Fatal Instinct, Sharon Stone.
Oh, no, Fatal Attraction. Fatal, wasn't it? It was
Oh, yes.
Fatal Attraction. That was the film, the Bunny Boiler film. I can't even remember why I was
one with-
mentioning it. But there we are. Glenn Close. I hope she's not that close. She was close in that film, wasn't she? With her murderous ways.
Francesco Bellringer says, might be getting some different people from now on since the Sunday chat. What do you mean?
From the Sunday chat. What happened on Sunday?
Well, you did a Sunday chat.
Oh yeah. What was I chatting about? I can't. I make a
Last
film.
week and the week
Oh
to
yes,
come.
that's right. I make a film every day. I can, do you know when you start doing that, it's like when you've done. I once appeared in some programs, some extra work that I used to do when I was in my formative years, when I used to do walk-on parts and extra work, and I was in Poirot and The Bill and all that. And somebody came up to. I was doing a talk. A while ago, and I was mentioning that I was in The Bill as an extra, as a walk-on, and in The Bill, one of my famous scenes, which I'm sure you all would have seen. I was the white shirt behind frosted glass at the end of the corridor. That was me. The white shirt behind frosted glass at the end of the corridor. And somebody said to me afterwards, they said,
Oh, can you remember what episode it was that you were in the white shirt at the end of the corridor?
and I thought, I can't remember. I cannot remember. People have asked me, what episodes of Poirot were you in? All right, Poirot, as Philip Jackson used to say. All right, Poirot. I can't remember. We turn up, you do these things. So, yes, I make a video every day. I can't remember what I said in the Saturday chat. Probably a load of old rubbish.
Andrew Norris has arrived. He says, hello, all found the new stream.
Ah, it's so nice that you found the new stream. Andrew Norris is going to be a star of tonight's show, as so is Nigel Sadler. Has Nigel Sadler arrived? Is
I'm
Nigel out there? Nigel Sadler, are you there?
I'm sure we said Nigel up.
Have we
at the
said
top
Nigel?
somewhere.
Have we said? We want
I'm
to
sure
wait
we
for
did.
And we've also
might
got,
be mistaken.
You
Often
brought,
am.
you brought something in to try, which you
Yes.
brought in about a month ago.
Yes,
And it's sat
I
there.
keep forgetting.
And it's not been tried. Could you tell the lovely viewer what the devil it is? Here we go. We'll bung you on the webcam. Oh, there's the webcam.
This was gifted to me from
Webcam. Sorry.
Andrew Norris.
Webcam. And there it is. What the hell is it?
It's chocolatey.
Oh, yeah,
stuff.
chocolatey stuff. Andrew Norris, by the way, I ate that great big sausage of yours. That sounds rude, doesn't it? But I did. It was very enjoyable, and I even chopped up some of it. I pulled some of the skin off. I think you're supposed to do that. I'm not quite sure. Anyway, I bunged it in a soup, and it turned the soup rancid. No, it made the soup really nice. I thoroughly enjoyed it. Here we go. 1, 2, 3. Webcam. It's just a bit of fun. Not for you, but for us.
Yes.
So we've got that to try. Nigel Sadler's here. Let's go and find out what Nigel Sadler's been up to this week. He's been one of our roving reporters doing some very important work. And we're going to go over and find out exactly, if I can get there, here we go, exactly what Nigel Sadler has been up to. We have to be quiet because all the time he's on, they can hear us in the background. Nigel, where are you? Oh, and as usual, I've cocked it up. Let me turn that off. What? That's very strange. Hang on a minute. No, don't panic. I was rehearsing this. I got it all loaded in.
Nigel Sadler says, yes, I'm here. Are you there?
No, hang on. I've got to go. Hang on a minute. Hang on. Let me go back here. Make sure that's all off. Yes, come back out of this. I've got this technical piece of kit here, you see, which I can't work. I can't operate it. I can operate it behind the scenes, but doing it live. Right, wait a minute. I've got to go. Oh, yeah. Okay, now I can do it. Here we go. So, let's see what Nigel Sadler... This is how the link is supposed to work. Let's see what Nigel Sadler is up to.
Hello, Vobes Show fans. It's Nigel Sadler again here, outside Tonbridge Castle. But more particularly, I want to introduce you to this piece of stonework, which is a bit from Hirschmannsturm Castle in Germany. It's part of the twinning relationship between Tonbridge and that town. And to commemorate 10 years of that, some years ago now, it is a piece of their castle located in front of our castle. So there we go. Right, back to work in the drizzle. Bye.
So there we are. That was the lovely Nigel Sadler. Now, what you didn't tell us, Nigel, and it's fascinating, there's a lump of stone from House Martin. What was it? Housenstone.
Don't ask me to repeat that.
Yeah, some place. Have they got a lump of Tonbridge stone? And do you, now clear this up for me, is it Tonbridge or is it Tunbridge? I know there's Tunbridge Wells, but is it Tonbridge or Tunbridge? Because people were saying, when we did the videos, I was saying it wrong, but I was listening to you, and you say Tonbridge as far as I'm aware, but maybe you're just saying that to ensure I know where you mean, because you think I'm thick, which, of course, I am, but you don't need to be rude about it. What have we got? Mandy,
Notice me not saying a thing.
Yes, that's true. Mandy of Marymac. Is that right? Merrimack? Merrimack. Hello to you. Thank you so much for tuning into the mad world of the Vobes Show with the lovely Julia, who is madder than me. And I know...
Believe it or not.
I can tell you how mad she is. Hang on, if I come back here, I can tell you how mad she is because... Webcam! It's...
Well, I am wearing antlers.
You are wearing antlers. She has got the Christmas spirit. And actually, I was in a pub today, and I don't normally go in a pub. I'm not allowed to drink at the moment because I've got a bad tooth, and I'm on special antibiotics. And they said, the dentist said to me, he says, you must not drink alcohol. I said, well, I don't drink very much anyway. No, you don't understand. You must not drink. He was quite
insistent.
Yeah. I said, well, it's all right. He said, Christmas is coming. You must drink alcohol. I said, is that to do with the antibiotics? No, just don't drink. No, it was to do with the alcohol. He said, no, because you'll be very ill. Anyway, we went to a pub, Liz Housden and I, today when we were out filming. She took me out for lunch, which was very kind of her. And there was a real-life Father Christmas in a pub swicking beer. I mean, if you were there as a little child, you would see this Father... I mean, I have seen Father Christmases, when I used to do the entertaining, out the back of a shopping centre, fag on, smoking away, beard down here, puff, puff. And then, a little kid comes out. Oh.
But have you ever seen a ghost stood there smoking?
No, I haven't seen a ghost stood there smoking.
I've done it as a ghost.
Yes, because you are a ghost.
Well, I
Yeah.
have played ghost.
Dear, oh dear. Yeah, so what have we got over here? Dave Ford is out there. Hello, Dave Ford. Lovely to see you.
We have Jack Bayer. How's your drone training, he says.
Oh, my drone. Yes. Do you know, I haven't even charged up the thing. I was so put off at the moment, I daren't. I've got to do the test. I've got to hand over £9. I'm not. I haven't even charged up the batteries. I haven't even attached the blade. But there's a moment of stillness there on the show, ladies and gentlemen, sponsored by nobody in particular. But I can tell you, there's a gentleman called Chris who is in Cheshire who is going to take me somewhere to North Wales, and North Wales, not where the ones with the blowholes, near Anglesey. And we're going to fly the drone up there in, I think, the weekend of the 18th and 19th of January. So you might have to wait a bit, but he's going to give me some training. He knows all about it. He's got all the CAA forms, and he's a very clever man. So that's on the cards.
Come Walk With Me says Father Christmas drinks on Christmas Eve since the whole thing of leaving glass of brandy for him. Or is that still a thing?
Yes, he must be sloshed. By the time he gets round, how many people? 8 billion glasses. I mean, not all of them are religious and believe in Father Christmas. I understand that. So that might cut out 1 billion. But then that's still 7 billion shots of sherry.
Nigel Sadler says, RE the stone swap. I haven't found out if it was reciprocated. Ton or ton? I think it's like the town in Shropshire. I say ton to differentiate, but it's probably meant to be ton. And Paul Smith says, the Tonbridge residents I knew pronounced it Tunbridge.
So there we go. We'll just call it Tunbridge for the sake of argument. But we'll still call Shrewsbury instead of Shrewsbury. And anybody who argues with me can go outside. I won't be there, but you can just go outside. Come Walk With Me says, you've read that. No, Father Christmas drinks on Christmas Eve. Oh, you read that, didn't you?
J.W. Harville says, how do you play a ghost? Well, on ghost walks.
Yes, so the lovely Julia has been a ghost on a ghost walk in Portsmouth.
Ooky makeup on.
So, it's like an organised, but she's not actually a ghost. I mean, it would be great if she was.
It's fun acting as one, though.
You could sort of make her disappear. But no, she's real and fairly... Well, you can't see through her. I try. You just can't.
And just not transparent.
She's not transparent, which is why, sometimes she has to say things twice because it's sometimes very confusing. Thanks.
Kevin Hall says, my cousin has recently been on a cruise and he said that they are terrible, still putting the towels on deck chairs.
They're still putting the tails on
deck
chairs?
They stay there all day.
The tails?
Towels.
Oh, the towels. I thought you said they're putting tails on deck chairs. What do they think they are? Some sort of bunny?
I don't know what that refers to. Someone else's.
Jeff Killison says, if you pass the test, do we have to address you as Pilot Officer Vobes? Well, of course. I want to have wings. I want to have some RAF wings. It might say VAF. Very able flyer. Thank you.
Price Hiker says ghosts do drink. They drink spirits.
Oh, of course they do. So what's your spirit?
I don't drink.
Yeah. Good. So anyway, let's. Andrew Norris has been out and about. We're going to play in 3 different videos from Andrew Norris in 3 different parts of the world. He's been flying around in different parts of the universe, each of them distinctly different. So I'm absolutely fascinated to see what the hell we've got lined up here, and if I can do this without cocking it up. So, hang on, I need to just come out of here. Yes, I can do this without cocking it up, but I just have to press
Cock it up.
No. So, Andrew Norris. Let's see where his first very exciting location and report is from. Take it away, Andrew.
Hello, Richard. Hello, Julia. I'm in Zagreb. Advent capital for 3 or 4 years running. Behind me is the railway station, but if I pan around, you can see an ice skating ring, which they set up every year. And behind me now is the arts pavilion. Enjoy.
So there we are. How about that? Just flick straight back to... I didn't know it did that. It flicks straight back to us when the video ends. Okay, remember that.
Remember that.
Yeah. So now I got to just get back out of this, back there, press that, and
Technical
with the
stuffs.
technical stuff. And 1, 2, 3, webcam. Oh,
Come walk with me says, do you get a hat when you pass the test for your new flying toy?
yeah, hard hat, a tin hat. You get a tin hat. You need a tin hat, especially if I'm flying it, because when you can send the drone home, and it may go. Bzz, oh, shouldn't they be?
Might knock some sense in there.
No chance of that.
Never!
Never say sense to the Vobie One-Eyed Kenobi. Ian what's his name, says, great, I'll move them just for a laugh, Kevin. Thanks for that. No idea.
The towels, I think.
Oh, the towels. Apropos.
He and Kevin will talk about.
Oh, they're talking about themselves.
Towels and
yes, so
deck
that's
chairs.
okay. So, now, Julia, you've got some lovely chocolates that Andrew Norris has sent in. By the way, that was very nice, Andrew. We want to see more of your... in the next episode, Andrew is on the ice skating, doing a vlog to camera, skating with all those lovely Croatians, about 10,000 of them, weaving and diving. It's very exciting to watch, and that'll be up very soon, ladies and gentlemen. Nikki Jess has just arrived, late as ever. Have you got a note, Nikki Jess? We want a note.
Francesco Bellringer says, we also have a yearly ice skating rink in Palanza, just down the road.
Palanza?
I think that's how, I don't know
I
how you
like
pronounce
that
it.
name.
I've never been, hopefully will though.
I hope Francesca Bellringer, that when you go, you can take some bells with you, attach them to your knees, and you'll be fine as you go skating along. If you bump into anybody, there'll be a big clang, which would be excellent, wouldn't it?
Yeah, Worthing's had an ice rink pop up for the last couple of years, hasn't it?
Yes, but that's because of the ice sheet that never left Worthing. That ice sheet keeps popping up, and they try and push it down, and it keeps popping up from under. Yeah, and is it a plastic one or is it genuine ice?
It's genuine ice. They make the ice.
They make it.
Yeah.
Out of
the same way you
marzipan.
do in. I'm pretty sure it's the same way they do in ice skating rinks.
Oh, right.
It's just a temporary rink that pops up.
Yeah. Oh, okay. It just.
I just haven't
pops
used
up.
it yet, and I really want to.
Yeah. Linda Kane says, Richard, could you do a vlog from Worthing Ice Rink? I could do.
Yeah,
Yes, of course
I'll go
I could.
skating around it.
Yeah, we'll have to do that.
Are you going to get on the ice rink?
Well, that would be the only way to do it.
Well, you could stand at the side, but that'd be cheating.
No, I can ice skate with the best of them.
Oh, with the best of them.
Yes, I can ice skate with the best of them.
Okay, we need the best ice skaters out there to come and
Yeah.
challenge him.
I need them to hold me up.
Hold you to your word.
and then I can ice skate with you, which would be good. Kevin Hall says Nikki will be saying goodbye very soon. Yeah, good night. Good night, Nikki. Yeah, good night, because she only pops in very briefly. Bless her. Kevin Hall says, Nigel Sadler, I'm going to look for making some soups. Good for you. Right.
Kevin Hall didn't say Nigel Sadler, I'm making soup as a...
Kevin Hall said Nigel. Look, Kevin Hall, Nigel Sadler.
Okay.
Yeah.
Did you say Nigel Sadler's one? I'm making soup as I watch this.
No, I didn't say that one. No, I completely
that's why it confused me.
purposely ignored that one. Right, so now in your little handy honk, you have some. What are they? What are they exactly?
My hand don't honk.
And the other one.
Yeah.
What is it you've got in your hands?
Stumped you. I have chocolate.
Chocolate. What kind of chocolate?
Hazelnut almond nougat.
Oh, nugget.
Or nugget.
I like a little bit of nougat or nugget. You're going to open them up and let's have a look.
Yeah.
So this came from, is this Croatian chocolate? Oh, look at that. Show the lovely ladies
Very
and gentlemen.
satisfyingly
They are
wrapped.
individually wrapped. Some poor little Croatian sat there in a hovel in the middle of nowhere is wrapping them up whilst Andrew Norris
Never mind the
cracks
fact that a
whip.
machine probably did it.
Says Andrew. Get on with it. Get on with it. We've got to send them to the Vobes show by the end of the week.
Would you like a chocolate?
Oh, yes, please. Now, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to show you something very impressive. Watch the hand. Watch don't watch the hand. Watch the, what is it, a chocolate. Watch the chocolate. Take it there, look, watch. And it's gone. But where? You think it's there? You think it's there? It's there, ladies and gentlemen. How about that? Little bit of magic. My dad taught me that when I was a wee small thing.
Ew.
Because he can teach you things from the other side now that he's dead. Oh, look at that. Look at that. It's
I've just done that. I've just done all that.
You've just done that?
all that.
You've just done that. Julia's done that. Next you'll be telling me you've eaten it. Dean Cooper says it's he didn't say it's he said it's a real ice rink. I've delivered some of the ice. Oh, some of the liner under the ice.
Yeah.
That's nice.
I can't remember who it was that said it, but someone said that I shouldn't have the two antlers. I should have one in the middle.
Oh yeah, for the rainicorn. A rainicorn. You know, unicorn, a reindeer, unicorn, rain.
Yeah, I'll go with that.
Anyway, I've got straight into this. Oh my God, on my bad toe.
Toe?
Yeah.
I didn't know you had toes in your mouth.
That's why I had to go to the chiropodist. That's very nice. Very tasty.
It's very luxurious.
I mean, it's lacking in flavour, but it's very nice.
Loads of flavour. Chocolate.
Oh yeah, chocolate flavour.
And almond. And hazelnut.
By the way, who says almond and who says almond?
I'd say almond if there was two L's in it.
Yep, it's a silent L, I think, isn't it? J.W. Harvey says, is the UK not like the US? No, it's definitely not. Civilian drones can't take off in the no drone fly zones if it works through your cell phone anyway. We over here, it seems that the drones came in, everybody had them and it was great fun and nobody cared. Then some people took them round to Gatwick Airport and they were stupid because they didn't actually need a runway, but they thought they'd borrow theirs. And now all of a sudden, clamp down. If you're over 259 years old, you've got to have grams, you've got to have a licence, and you can't fly them anywhere. You can't go over people's houses and look at your neighbour when she's stripped down naked in front of the swimming pool.
Really?
But not that any of my neighbours ever strip down or have a swimming pool. Not in this
I
little
could just
parade.
imagine you spying on that lady down the road that parks that used to park in your spot.
Yes, let's not talk about her. Thank you very much.
Oh, too late. Kevin Hall says, Richard, you could have dropped my card through through letterbox on your way past.
I could have done. But do you know what? The effort of writing it out, Kevin. The effort. My pen had run out of ink.
Come walk with me, says Richard is definitely, actually he said defiantly, definitely grandfather material.
What?
Well, he is grandfather.
What? What do you mean grandfather material? I'll have you know I'm only 22.
Ha. I didn't mean to laugh like that. Yes, I did.
Bloody cheap. Here we go. 1, 2, 3. Webcam!
Ian McCohen says,
yes.
What he did not tell you is it's laxative chocolate.
Ah!
Back in a minute!
This show will have a small pause whilst we go and sort out our bottoms. Ladies and gentlemen, they've rushed upstairs. And we're back. Good job I got 2 bathrooms.
It is.
Yeah. Otherwise that would be, a wee bit dodgy. So there we go. How else are we doing? The internet has started playing up, says Francesca Bellring.
Well, unfortunately, I think that's your internet.
Nothing to do with us. We haven't got an internet. Somebody rang up the other day and they rang me up and they said, I want to talk to you about your telephone line. And I said, I haven't got a telephone line. And you were there, weren't you?
Yeah, and they were like, but I've called you on a landline.
I've called you on a landline. And I had to quickly think, yes, well, this is my own personal landline. So, okay, because they were ringing thinking it was a bit... Can I have another one?
Go on.
Please? If that's all right.
Yes. You may.
Let me show you this marvellous trick.
Only because you're lovely.
Watch very carefully. Watch the hand.
Most of the time.
I know what you're thinking. Which hand is it in? Well, it's in the hand I took it in, of course, because there was no magic in that one. Because a good magician never repeats his tricks. Well, actually, then he'll be bankrupt, because if he only did them ever once, he'd only ever work once, wouldn't he? Should we see what Andrew Norris is up to?
Yes, just 1 second.
Yes.
Kevin Hall says, Richard, not a card from you. The card that was sent to you for me. For him.
Oh, yes, that card.
Yeah, that card.
Yes, from our very lovely Sue Denham.
Clever.
Yes, she's a very lovely lady, old Sue Denham. Denham. Sue Denham. But is Sue Denham her real name? No. We'll leave you with that thought for a while we check out what part of the world the incredible Andrew Norris has gone to by visiting www.whereisandrewnorris.com. And I have to press a few secretive buttons here to... hang on a minute. No, sorry about that. That was you've already seen that one. You can't see it twice. No, he mustn't. So that's where he was before. Look, that's where he was. That was it. Did you see him? There he is. Look, looking ever so frightened. Look, we caught him. Andrew, you there? Oh, no, don't look. Yes, he is there. But in this episode, he's somewhere else. Let's see what part of the world he has rushed over and filmed at. Here he is, the lovely Andrew Norris.
So here I am in another park leading up to the main square. To give you an idea of the atmosphere here. And all the little kiosks here. Very popular.
Yes. So there we are, ladies and gentlemen. Andrew Norris in another entirely different place. Entirely different. Thank you, Andrew. We certainly enjoyed that. Andrew? Oh, there he is. looking a little bit nervous because we can catch him. We can catch him unawares. There he is. No, there he is. Where is? There he is. Sorry, Andrew.
Where is he anyway? I haven't
Look,
seen him.
There he is. Oh no,
That's Sadler.
that's not Andrew. He's changed. He's a master of disguise as well. You may not know. I'm enjoying myself far too much. What have you put in these chocolate? They're very tasty. We don't have a what's in the box. What we do have is where the hell is the box? We don't know. If you know where the box is, send us a video with you looking in it. That would be quite a good game. Dean Cooper says, gosh, what's that smell? Oh, yes, sorry about that.
Smell-o-vision.
What it is we had to go upstairs to the... and we're back. I went into your bathroom this time and you went into mine, just so you know.
What, because
Well, you know... I
they're
don't
yours and my bathrooms in your house?
Yes. No. No, what I meant was we went... Oh, it doesn't matter.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
Oh, all right.
But it's not what you said.
Richard, not a card from you, says... this is like the BBC now, full of repeats. Sadler, Mr. Nigel Sadler, says, will my soup... Oh, well,
What?
my soup
Probably.
is...
All right, yeah.
Yeah, well, my soup is cooking... I'll let you read it because you
Probably
better...
while my soup is cooking, I
Oh.
can boot up the laptop. Now I can see you twice, 5 seconds apart.
Oh, lovely.
I do that.
So what do you?
Yeah.
5 seconds apart.
Well, it can be more than 5 seconds, but it's just I can have it on have the show on in 3 different places.
I would
like
say that
the
we're
big
less than
TV.
a second apart here.
Yeah, and then I have it on my phone and
Yeah.
have it on TV and have it on my computer.
You're somewhat obsessive, aren't you?
Well, it's so that I can see it wherever I'm going
Oh,
because I can't
yes.
always carry the phone and.
That's true. It's a bit like the old days when people used to listen to the radio, the wireless, and people would have a different wireless in different rooms, and so they could listen to the Archers, bum ba bum ba dum ba dum bum ba dum ba dum bum ba dum ba dum ba dum bum ba da ba da dum, and bum ba da ba da dum ba da ba da dum ba da ba da dum. They could hear whatever dum da dum da dum da dum da dum da 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 dum. Wherever they
Stop now.
Anyway, so anywhere in the house, even if they had to visit the small room or go into the garage, they could hear that. And I thought there was. I suppose that's what your Electra does.
Alexa.
Oh, hang on a minute. Alexa, turn down the lights.
Blah, blah, blah. Trying to disrupt it for you.
Alexa, turn off the lights. Alexa, play the theme to Doctor Who. Can anyone tell me if their Alexa has suddenly
Going
done
crazy.
something?
Yeah, we're going to pop. They're going to pop up in a minute.
Yeah, go on.
All the chats.
Yeah, that would be great.
Yeah, it'll be funny.
OK Google, who is Richard Vobes? Here's one you can try with OK Google. I know this works. OK Google, how old is Richard Vobes? It's a pain. It's a pain. It lies to you. It lies. You can try it. The delay is annoying. Who says that? I bet that's Francesco. Come on, Google, sort it out. Sorry about the delay.
Very annoying. He means very.
Berry.
Mary Berry?
Yes. Tim Williams says, I think they're cosmic cookies. What are cosmic cookies?
I don't know. Oh, cosmic, that's for sure.
My Alexa is going crazy, says
Sorry,
Lisa
Lisa.
Betty. Sorry, Lisa, I do beg your pardon.
Is Tim Williams the Tim you went to see up in what's it called with the Unicorn Theatre?
Is it the same Tim Williams? It could be. I'm not quite sure, actually.
Was it Tim Williams?
I'm trying to... Don't put me on the spot now. You're going to embarrass
Sorry.
me.
I couldn't check on my phone, but then I'll be looking down at my phone instead of at that.
Mary Berry. Yes, Mary Berry. It looks like he's got Tintin. Is that Tintin? Hergé's Adventures of Tintin. The Crab with the Golden Claw. Episode 5, The Men in Coats. Scene 1, a man with a beard. Frame 2, the shaving shop. It just used to go on like that. It was like, when are we actually going to get to see the cartoon? It just kept going through scene after scene after scene, and then, come on, Pluto! Although his dog wasn't actually called Pluto. That was somebody else.
Kevin Hall says, his Alexa, said it could not find a device to turn down the lights. Ian McCohen's being very cheeky.
Yes, what's
saying
he say?
65.
65? I think you've got that 1 year younger than Kevin Hall.
The digits are the wrong way round.
Yes.
Nigel Sadler says, I read your Wikipedia page earlier today, so...
Yeah.
And Tim Williams says, no, not me, sorry. No worries, sorry we confused you. We just...
Born on the 30th of
Dumb.
July 1963.
Dumb and dumber.
Yes, thank you very much, Mr. Sadler, for making that publicly aware on the internet.
You did say.
I know. It is
Careful
actually,
what you ask for.
It is on the Wikipedia, to be honest with you. Minus 30 because of time difference. Yes, there we go, 30 years. Because of the delay, I'm actually a lot older. But by the time I recorded this 30 years ago with the lovely Julia. But we are now little old people sitting in a care home because of the delay. Thanks to, YouTube and what have you. We are actually, we're dead. We've passed on to the next sphere. I'm so sorry. Poor old Julia was knitting a scarf for me and I keeled over. We'd finished recording this. This is from the future. It's amazing we can read the comments.
Francesco is asking, is Ed Loud out there? Tim Williams says, I'm in Somerset, Wells. So that's funny.
Oh,
actually.
Somerset. It's a different term, isn't it? See, you know what I mean?
Nigel Sadler's in Tonbridge,
Yes.
and then we've got Tim Williams in Wells. Tonbridge and Wells.
Oh, Tunbridge and Wells. We've got a representative of both. If you join them together, you should have spring water.
I get confused about where Nigel Sadler lives because Sadler's
Wells.
It just screws my head up.
Where is Sadler's Wells?
I have no idea actually.
Where is Sadler's Wells, ladies and gentlemen? There's a question for you. Sadler's Wells is in it's I think it's near the Seven Horses, the Seven Sisters, isn't it? Sadler's Wells, or is it? It's a theatre, isn't it? Sadler's Wells Theatre. Is that in South London? I think it's in London somewhere. Sadler's Wells, or it may be somewhere else.
I don't know.
Which is that one? The other one, the one that's down our way, but near Lewis, the opera place where they do a lot of not so much opera, but
I have no idea. Actually.
Oh, as soon as I say it, we went there. They've got one of those wind farm hair dryers above them. What's that place called?
Wind farm hair dryers.
Yes. It's just the other side of Lewis. So I can't bring it to mind. Camden. No, that's not what I'm thinking. Oh, that's where Sadler's Wells is. Yes. Richard, isn't a day over 61? You're quite right. Not a day over 6. Not yet. I've got one of those Alexas in my room, says Price Hiker. Let's think what you could play. Alexa, play the theme to the 633 Squadron. Let's see if that starts. Glyndebourne. There we go. Yes, that's it. Glyndebourne. Couldn't think of the name. Thanks. Anne Osborne is out there. Hello, Anne. It's all a bit mad. What are we doing? 8:45. Is it time to see the last of the Andrew Norris episodes, or should we just save that for a little bit longer? Oh, we've got some we've got some Christmas cards. Yes, we must go through the Christmas cards, ladies and gentlemen. These all arrived in the post. Now, if you put them upside down, so that you don't know which one's which and who it's from. Not that you know which one's which and who it's from anyway. Then shuffle them up. Take away the one you can't remember. And then let's have a look and see who we've got Christmas cards from. Okay, here is our first one. Randomly selected from the huge pile that the Royal Mail has...
Very pretty picture.
Oh, look at that. Isn't that nice? That is a picture of a church. And
very
there is
pretty.
Some...
Choir boys.
Snow on the trees. Just for those of you who can't see anything, I'm just describing it to you.
If I go like this, then they can still see it and I can read it.
Oh, yeah?
But I'm not going to do that because that's
fair
uncomfortable. To Richard and family, Merry Christmas and Happy New Year. Wishing you peace and happiness this Christmas time with love and big hugs from Nikki and Mark.
Nikki and Mark. Isn't that nice? That's Nikki Jess, who's probably gone now, and Mark Selwood, who's probably working ever so hard to make sure he's got enough money to host the Vobes in Cornwall next year in 2020. So thank you so much for that. What a lovely card that is. And it's got a lot of glitter on there. I shall be scraping that glitter off and putting it into my hair. So, yes, thanks for that.
I have another one.
Oh, yeah.
Nice Santa Claus. Sending Christmas wishes from Portsmouth, my city of birth. Have a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. To Richard and Julia, wishing you and your families a very happy Christmas and best wishes for the new year. From Andy Frierson. Thanks, Andy.
Andy, you're a star of stage and screen. Thank you so much. That's so nice. And look at that. That, for lazy people who can't see what it is a picture of a lovely Christmas turkey and a family sitting round it, tucking in, all with banners saying, "We love the Vobes." Isn't that right?
Yeah, that's perfectly correct.
Yeah.
And then we've got this lovely card.
And this lovely card, as you can see, is an orangutan on a broomstick.
To Richard and Julia, wishing you both a great Christmas and a happy, peaceful New Year.
Ah.
Looking forward to next year's videos and other antics. With my love, Linda. Thanks, Linda.
Thank you, Linda. That's very kind. I think Linda's out there, isn't she?
I'm sure we've seen her.
I saw Linda Kane's
There's a note.
name.
There's a note on the back of this. Sorry.
What does the note say?
Well, it's not a note from Linda, but it's about the card itself. This image is called Winter Glow. Buying our note cards means you're helping to look after the special places you love. It's a National Trust one.
Oh, well, there we are.
There you go.
We love a little bit of National Trust. And they should be sending us our National Trust very soon. I can't wait to climb into it, which will be rather peaceful. Joe Merchant is saying socks. Not quite sure what he means by that.
Kevin Hall says, make sure you do open my card.
Yes. Make sure I do open it. Yes, yours is from the lovely Sue Denham, also known as John Lewis. And other pseudonyms are available, apparently. But he seems like a nice man. You're more than welcome, says Andy Frieson out there. Thank you so much for your wonderful card with the Christmas turkey and the family and the streamers in it. And particularly thank you for that £500 note and the cheque that never bounces. You know, the rubber one.
Francesco Bellringer says, will there be a show on Friday? I'll send a card.
Oh, please send a card. Yes, Friday. What day of the week is that? I mean, what am I
I'm like, are you seriously asking that?
Yes, hang on, Friday. I'm out with Ollie Bellringer on Friday, so yes, I'll be back in time to do a show. There'll be a show on Friday, I'm sure, some sort of show that I'll do. So yeah, do send a card, and you can have your card on display. And if you write a message on the back of a £20 note, I'll read it out on the camera. 633 Squadron soundtrack, one of Ron Goodwin's best. Day 4. Did it come up? It was one of... although, actually, that and the Battle of Britain. I do like the Battle of Britain soundtrack. In fact, that and William Walder's, both of them were in the Battle of Britain. That's a film that I hope people will sit down on Christmas Day and watch. What's this? Monsieur Nom de Plumage.
And... I don't know.
No.
Andy Stacey... isn't it... Oh, yeah, I can't. Andy Stacey says, how can I send a card? Have you got a P.O. box?
No, I've got an address in Worthing. Best thing to do is to email me, richard@vobes.com. And here we are. Look, here's your hosts, just in case you didn't know who they were. richard@vobes.com. Vobes is spelt V for Victor, O-B-E, obviously, and S for sugar. Very odd broadcasting entertainment service, Vobes. Don't know where that came from. But, send me an email, richard@vobes.com, and I will, by return, send you a pillar box. No, my postal address. But, a P.O. box would be good, wouldn't it? So that people can send things and I don't have to reveal who I am. By the way, just before you go into whatever spasm of thing you were going to go into...
Spasm of thing. Thanks for that.
I'm going to get myself a cheap spare telephone. A cheap spare phone.
That's the glasses case.
Yes, I haven't got a phone to illustrate it with. a cheap second-hand phone, and I'm going to get one of these cheap pay-as-you-go cards, SIM cards, with a separate number from my mobile number, with another mobile, so that we can do a phone-in. Mr. Suggett has been doing some research for me. Well, it wasn't for me. I'm taking the credit for that. And we worked out a way that you can phone in and it can come through the system so people can hear it lovely and clearly on a mobile phone. It will only cost you the price of £50. So it's a bargain, really. And then you can call in the show, and we'll have caller-in shows.
Caller in.
Caller in. Caller in.
All right, you. In you come. Number 32, your time is up.
I think it's time now, ladies and gentlemen, to see where the lovely Andrew Norris has got up to. You may remember we first saw him here, looking slightly concerned. Then we saw him here, looking even more worried. And finally, ladies and gentlemen, he has flown at our expense, spending the patrons' money to another exorbitant and exciting location in the world. And here he is.
So this is the main square. There's a live band playing, so it's very noisy. If I pan around, there are all these little kiosks selling food. Very nice. Lovely atmosphere.
Oh, there we go. Thank you so much, Andrew, for sending those in. That is absolutely funny. If anybody would like to send such an absurd piece of footage to us, then please do. Tell us where you are, and we'll play them in throughout the show in the same way. We'll take the mickey out of you as much as we can, in a nice, light-hearted, friendly way that makes you feel loved and beholden. Because when we met Andrew all the way from Croatia, we got down on our bended knees, and we were just not responsible. We were drunk. Anyway,
Kevin Hall says,
yes.
Do not, I meant to say, it's the wine I'm drinking.
Oh, yes.
He says, do not open his card.
Oh, do not open.
I think that's what he means.
Oh, right. No, well, don't worry. I had no
clarify.
intention of doing. I was going to shove it on the Essie, to be honest with you, to keep the warmth from the door. Because I want it in the kitchen, not out. Anyway, it doesn't matter. OBE, Old Bald Explorer. Very good, Ian. I like that.
Just because someone asked it what OBE stands for.
Oh, yes. I hope the V in the VOBES isn't Very Old Bald Explorer. That would be... What could S be then? S could be Very Old Bald Explorer Services. Series.
That works.
Or varied old. I don't know about the old. Can you think of another word than old that we can put VE? That would be good.
Onerous?
Onerous, yes. Thanks.
Okay.
Mark Selwer says, I'm here, Nikki. I'm here. I've just got home from work. It's beautiful, isn't it? Isn't it? It's lovely to see you. Old Bald Explorer. Yeah, thanks, Francisco. Sorry, Fran, whatever. We're going to end with a quiz, it looks like. The lovely Julia Salvage. Can I have one more?
Yeah, go on.
Yeah, go on. I know she wants to take them away and eat them at her leisure, but I've been very naughty and nicked another one. So... we've got a quiz now. Don't, because I made the mistake.
No, I know you did, and I was sat there going...
I made the mistake of holding it up.
And they're whispering at you. You've just shown them the answer.
Yeah, I didn't know the answer was on the rear end. Well, I kind of did, and then I did.
You did, but you'd forgotten. Doesn't matter. Clues. 1. Chopin gave one of his earliest performances here, aged 6.
Oh, Austria.
2. Its civic symbol is a mermaid with a sword and shield.
Oh, Australia.
3. It sits on the banks of the river Vistula.
Oh, an Astra.
Some other random place that you can't think of the name of quick enough.
I can't think of one that begins with Ostend. Can anybody else? So go through those all at once again, just so that people got the...
Chopin gave one of his earliest performances here, aged 6.
Chopin. Now, Chopin, he was very famous for piano music, wasn't he?
Wasn't he? Didn't he? The Chopsticks. Did he do that one?
Did he do that? Da da dum 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 da da dum 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 da da dum 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 dum. I think he could play better than that.
Probably, yeah. Well, I think isn't that just a snippet from one of his things.
Yes.
I can't remember. Anyway, its civic symbol is a mermaid with a sword and shield.
Oh, yes. Civic symbol is a mermaid. A mermaid with a sword and a shield.
Yeah.
Do mermaids have hands?
Yes.
Oh, yeah. Do they have knees?
No. What's that?
One up on a mermaid than I am.
3, it sits on the banks of the river Vistula.
Is it a toadstool?
No, it's not total. It's not Copenhagen. Linda Kane's got it. It's Warsaw.
Poland.
Poland.
Warsaw. I thought Warsaw was near Birmingham. Isn't Warsaw? Because I've been there, Warsaw. I'm sure it's near Birmingham. It's somewhere in the Midlands there,
I'm
isn't
quarter
it?
Polish, just FYI.
Oh, wait a minute, that's Walsall. Oh, yes, that's Walsall.
Grandfather came over
Let's
in
get
the
these
war,
things
after
mixed
the
up.
war.
Malta, says J.W. Harvey. No, the answer. Prague, says Andy Dalgleish. We've got some.
Oh, let's try that one.
Oh, hang on. Stop press.
Clues. The name of this capital city means dark pool.
Dark pool.
Mm-hmm. Its university was founded
Tonbridge.
by Queen Elizabeth I.
Queen Elizabeth. Oh, Queen. Yeah, say again. What was the?
Its university was founded by Queen Elizabeth I.
Cambridge.
It was the birth.
Oxford.
Sorry. It was the birthplace of W.B. Yeats, James Joyce. Yates. Whatevs. Whatevs.
W.D. Yeats. Do you know who W.D. Yeats was?
I can't remember.
W.B. He's a poet.
And George Bernard Shaw.
And George Bernard Shaw. You remember the famous play that George Bernard Shaw wrote?
I have no idea.
No idea? George Bernard Shaw?
I can't remember. I'll probably kick myself. But...
Pygmalion.
Oh.
And My Fair Lady. Well,
yeah,
My Fair Lady
one of my
was
favourites because my mum was in that show when she was pregnant with my little brother.
Yeah.
And I remember that quite well.
But always called Tunbridge, not Tonbridge. But what? My Mermaid in Warsaw.
Why a mermaid in Warsaw? That's a good question. I shall look into that and I'll try and tell you next time I'm on the show.
What is the river that goes through Birmingham it goes up to Walsall? No, it's that other one, isn't it? That's in a different place. Bath, says Dean Cooper. He's in the bath, having a nice wash.
We have
Dublin,
2 people getting
Blackpool.
it correct.
Is it Oxford?
It's Dublin in Ireland.
Oh, Dublin.
Barbara Charles says Trinity College in Dublin. Linda Kane says Dublin also, and Anna Osborne beat them to it. So, yeah.
Is that Dublin? Dublin is that stuff that you polish your boots with, isn't it?
No, I've got nothing for that. Ooh. You didn't do that one before, did you?
Mount Vesuvius? No.
Well, I can't do it now, can I?
Why?
Because you just gave them the answer.
Oh, yes, of course. Sorry.
Gee,
yes, I haven't done Mount Vesuvius. Which country is Mount Vesuvius in, ladies and gentlemen? We now know the answer, but you may not know. You may think it's in Bradford. It could be, but it's not. But do you know where it is? I haven't done one of my stories. Last week, I did this lovely story about a gardener, and he was trying to have a fag, and he had light his pipe and his matches, and it was great. But I haven't done one of those for a long time. You all right? You're looking at the...
Yeah, Tim Williams says Triplin.
Triplin. Where's Triplin?
He was taking the mick at Dublin.
Oh, Dublin. Oh, yes, Dublin, Triplin, Quadruplin.
Cheryl Cragg says, glad you like the quiz. Yes, I do, thank you.
We love it. We love it. We love it. If anybody's got anything like that, something that we can do on the show, little quiz, little puzzles that's interactive, if you've got any ideas for that, we're hopeless at this. We're absolutely hopeless. So if you could send them in to us, send them to Richard Vobes, care of The Vobes Show. Email me at richard@vobes.com and you'll get the proper address. BN something, diddly diddly do.
Bob Osborne via Anne Osborne gave us the correct answer of Italy.
Oh yes, Italy, for Mount Vesuvius.
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 One more?
Last one, ladies and gentlemen. Last one.
1 more minute.
Because I've got to have a bath.
Okay. This capital city celebrated its 800th anniversary in 1947.
1947? Mm-hmm.
The Cathedral of St Basil was commissioned...
St Basil?
Yeah.
Basil? Basil?
Coming.
Thank you so much. Manuel?
Basil?
This is going to take more than 1 minute. Where was I? Now I've lost it. The Cathedral of St Basil was commissioned in the mid-16th century
Is it Swanage?
to commemorate the conquest of the
It's got to be Swanage, isn't it?
Tatar. T-A-T.
Fatty Owls?
I haven't even finished the bloody clue.
Sorry.
Sake.
It's got to be Swanage.
Luckily, people are getting it anyway.
Right, that's it. I've warned you.
To commemorate the conquest of the Tatar Khanate of Kazan, and 3, under Ivan the Great, it was known as New Constantinople.
Oh, Istanbul.
No, we've got the correct answers from 3-4 people.
Yeah,
Moscow.
I thought
Moscow.
it got Constantinople was this Istanbul. What's it called?
Istanbul.
Istanbul. There's a song
I-
about that. Instant Ball was Constantinople. Instant Ball was content.
If I remember rightly, Istanbul means the city, or in the city, or something like that.
Tartar sauce. Moscow.
Yep.
And Moscow to Moscow. Swanage. Yes, absolutely. Swanage. That was it.
Come Walk with Me says, didn't know Basil the Fox was a saint. Neither did I.
Basil as in Basil Fawlty. That was trying to get that over to you in subtle hints.
Yeah, we know that, but she's also making reference to Basil the Fox as well.
Oh, I see. Basil the Fox was a saint.
Basil Brush.
Yes. Boom, boom. All right, but you can't leave him there, Mr. Derrick. You can't leave him there. Boom, boom.
I still don't really know who Basil Brush was.
You don't know who Basil Brush
Well,
was?
obviously I
Get
now
out.
do actually know, but I wasn't in the country when he was on TV.
No, that's true.
I was living in Saudi Arabia.
Can you believe not living in the era of Basil Brush and not knowing?
Furthermore, can you? Oh, blimey! Furthermore, can you believe
Boom, boom.
not seeing snow till you're 11 years of age?
You can't leave him there, Mr. Derrick.
Well, actually, I did see snow once before that, and it was an ice ball by the time I saw it. My nan had kept a snowball for 8 months so that I could see snow.
That is true. Well, that's what you told me,
Yeah.
so it must be true. Can you
Yeah.
imagine that, not knowing snow for all that time, and then your mum keeping it in the fridge?
Yeah, and then I was 11 when I first saw
And it was-
proper snow, like thick snow like that. But I was ill with the flu, so I couldn't go and enjoy it.
Istanbul was Constantinople, now Istanbul and not Constantinople. Yeah, there's a song, isn't it? Here's a lasting thought, ladies and gentlemen, for those of you of a certain age who did watch British television on ITV, I believe it was. Who knows where this character comes from? Hang on. Oh, I've forgotten the catchphrase. No, I had the catchphrase in my head. Oh, yes, here we go. I know it is. I like it, Mr. Summerby. I like it. Can you tell me from what television programme I like it, Mr. Summerby, I like it comes from? If you get that, I will be incredibly impressed. I like it. If it's a children's programme, I'll give you that much.
No, I haven't seen Yellow Snow, Mr. Ian
Yellow
McCollum.
snow, no idea.
But don't eat it.
Don't eat it. I have not been to Moscow. Yeah, so that's it. We're over time, but I'm just going to let people have a go at I like it, Mr. Summerby. I like it. If you get that, I will be incredibly impressed. Don't like Yellow Snow, neither do I. Graham Whittington says, been very lucky to have missed the show today. To be in Moscow several times. Wow. Don't tell him, Pike. It's not that one. I like it, Mr. Summerby. Oh my God, anti-Dalgleish. Yes, that is amazing. I have never.
Paul Smith said it too.
Oh, Paul Smith. Oh my goodness. I have never met anybody who can remember Robbie's robots. That is incredible. He was the big silver character with the big hair. Mr. Summerby was the professor chap. And Robbie, and all he would go, I like it, Mr. Summerby. I like it. Oh, that you have made my evening. You certainly have. Well, ladies and gentlemen, it looks like Julia has put on her cold gloves to keep her hands warm and just show them to the lovely listener and now to the viewer. Look at that. They are unicorn gloves.
Yeah.
Oh, my giddy aunt.
How can I resist?
How did I ever think 2.5 years ago
That you'd be besties with a unicorn lover.
I would be besties with that. And
With
on that yes, on that note, 1, 2, 3, webcam. Ladies and gentlemen, there will be shows before Christmas. Fear not. Fun, games and thrills. I had Mr. Kevin Hall. Hello, Richard. Kevin here. Is tonight's show going to be fun, or are you going to talk about building on land? I said, don't worry. It's going to be a fun show. It's been a great show. Thank you so much for coming along. The lovely Julia, being as lovely as normal.
Not so lovely, but you know.
Not so lovely?
I'm not all that lovely.
Aren't you?
That's why it confused me the first time you started calling me lovely.
The lovely Julia.
Then at the time I'd forgotten that you call everyone lovely, so it really wasn't special.
Everybody in this studio is lovely, so don't take offence. And so that's it. Good night, all. I'm surprised that Nikki Jess hasn't come in to say good night, but there we are. She's transfixed by your gloves. And by the way, those people who watched me do the trick with this, it's a kind of magic. It's a kind of magic.
What trick with that? What, disappearing it?
No, not down a cake hole. Doesn't matter. Watch the rerun.
Oh, yes, that's right. Yeah.
Nice to see you nice. I like it, Mr. Summerby. I like it. Gotta go, people to see, phone calls to make, letters to write, parcels to wrap, clothes to wear, baths to run, dogs to eat, cats to fish. Till the next time. Thank you, Julia.
Thank you, Richard.
We will see you anon.
Good night, everybody. Mwah, 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 mwah.
Bye-bye. Mwah,
mwah, darlings. Mwah, darlings.
Bye.
Bye. Have a good Christmas if I don't see you beforehand.
Blow hard.